All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Steve's Guitars. We want to get started this evening by first thanking our sponsors for this insanity, the good folks at PM Consulting Limited and Feldman Wirtz Law Firm up in Aspen. These folks are our primary web sponsors. They make it possible for us to do our live streaming, and we're very grateful for their support. We also want to send a shout out to First Bank. They contribute as well. A shout out to GrassRoots Community Network. They host our streams, and we could not be doing this without them. A shout out to the Standiford clan for having this amazing space. And lastly, but not leastly, a shout out to all of you who are either here or online supporting live music. It's a good thing to do. The very least that's going to happen to you is you're going to walk away with a smile on your face and a song in your head. Tonight's talent comes to us from Colorado Springs. This is her first time here. Please welcome Edie Carey.
Thank you. You guys, you're here. It's so fun. You never called me, but I remember when you called me, honey. I got a head so thick, pride on my tongue. Are you big enough to love me? I felt so hopeless, staring down the barrel of that life. Recognize me, but I'm still that same girl running. I got a hotel pen, story in my head, and a little bit of money. The city's so crowded, I find myself alone most of the time. For a reason, no, the girls in our town, they don't understand that I love you and I'm leaving. If you let me go, maybe there's a chance. Wouldn't call it easy, but every day I cast these doubts out. I got a new silk dress, story in the paper. Will I ever make you proud? I sleep so soundly, feel the sun creep across my bed. For a reason, no, the girls in our town, they don't understand. I love you and I'm leaving. If you let me go, maybe there's a chance. Mama, she was a dancer, took off her red shoes. Please don't make me, please don't make me choose. there's a chance. Thank you. Ralph, it sounds so good up here. It's such a weird thing to say, like, I sound amazing. That's not what I mean. I just mean when the sound is good, I don't have to think about anything but singing the friggin' song. And thank you. What a gift that is. Yes. Are you Steve by chance? Oh my God, I'm finally meeting Steve. Hi, Steve. I'm Edie. Wasn't that a band in the 1970s, Steve and Edie? It was, right? Edie Gourmet. Thank you for having me. Thank you both for having me. Thank you so much. This is so great. Ralph and I were chatting about where we're from. He's from Connecticut, and I'm from Massachusetts originally. And that last song that I just played, I wrote based on a variety of things, but I grew up in a town called Dedham, Mass, just outside of Boston. Some of you know Dedham? Really? So they always telling Ralph it's the home of the oldest wood frame house in the United States of America. And the house looks like it's drunk because it's just like swaying. And you walk in the front door and it's about this high. It's a very old, very waspy town. Just like every third person has lobster pants on. Can you picture it, the look? You got some of those out here. Come on, you know. But growing up in a town like that, we lived there because my dad taught at a high school, very snazzy prep schools in that town, and I was a faculty brat. So I was sort of part of that world, but not like really part of it. And when you decide to be a folk singer and you go back for all of your reunions at first, they're like, oh my God, that's so great, you write songs. And then at your 15th reunion, you're like, but are you ever get a real job? And I'm like, no, I love this. And right, Ralph, he understands. I'm gonna do this one. It's not right. If you love it, it's not work. Exactly. So I live in Colorado Springs now. I have two, I was about to say small humans, but they're no longer small. My son is 12 and is now taller than I am, and I have a daughter who is 8. And I went through many years of infertility, or being told I wasn't going to be able to have kids. So we got 2 small dogs for us to hold. But then I heard from a doctor that maybe it would be possible if we did in vitro fertilization. And at least the chances would go up. And I heard we didn't have fertility coverage, and it was like $16,000 to $18,000 for in vitro. And I heard that this support group I was going to, they were going to be giving away an in vitro cycle at a raffle in Wilmette, Illinois. We lived in Chicago at the time, and I was like, "What? What are you talking about? Like, what? That's a thing? Like, you can win a person at a raffle?" And they were like, "Yes, welcome to America. That's the only way you can do it." Anyway, I couldn't go because I was on tour, but I sent my husband. And he hovered creepily around the raffle table. And he saw that the woman who was going to pull the tickets out had like bedazzled, much like this guitar right here. She had bedazzled nails. And he was like, she's not going to dig down deep in the raffle basket because she might mess up her beautiful manicure. I'm going to buy the tickets at the last minute so we'll be in the top layer. Would that have occurred to you? Never. Me neither. Or even if it had, I would be like, that's not fair. He was like, I'm winning that baby. I know, right? He was really good. Anyway, my husband is easily distracted. And he was like, I'm waiting to the last minute. So I was like, please don't get caught up in a conversation and forget to buy the tickets. But he did. He bought the tickets, and sure enough, she like barely grazed the top layer, and we won a baby at the raffle. And I was like, it was the first thing that had gone right in our journey, and I was like, maybe it's not going to work. It may not work. It's the chance of a baby. But it was the first time that I allowed myself to feel hope about it, and I honestly think that changes something in your body. And it didn't work the first time, and then it did.
And then they didn't think I'd be able to stay pregnant even when I got pregnant. And miraculously, we had Luca and then Emmy. And I wrote this after Luca was born. The weight of you inside my arms, your heavy head across my heart, your tiny fingers pointing at the stars. I never thought I'd have these things. That fuzzy spot in your silky hair, when I rock you slowly in your favorite chair. I rarely ever sleep these days, and I don't even care. I never thought I'd have these things. Your love affair with that ceiling fan, when you ate that whole fistful of sand. I was never patient, but I think I finally am. I never thought I'd have these things. You wipe blue eyes above your big boy cup, your arms reaching out. Mama, pick me up. This endless, weightless, easy love. I never thought I'd have these things. This endless, weightless, easy love. I can't believe I had these things. Thank you. You fall asleep with the window open. You love to listen to the night. When the storm muscles in, leaves you broken, you're always surprised. Sometimes you wish that your heart could be traded for one will not bruise. But what good is
wanna start clean again. You want it two ways. Are you in or out? You wanna see the beauty, but you can kill these doubts. These blue days are gonna show you how to fly. Oh, yeah. You want it two ways, in or out. You want to see the beauty, but you can't kill these doubts. These blue days are gonna show you how to fly. Fly, yeah. You fall asleep with the window open. You love to listen to the night.
Thank you. So I've been doing this job since, I guess, like 1998-ish, 99. I went to college in New York City, and I stayed there after and played in like every open mic I could find. I had a corporate job at a magazine, and then I would leave the corporate job and shove a pizza the size of my torso into my mouth. And I would go to all the open mics. I made my first record in 1998 with money that my dad saved for me to go to grad school. And he was like, yeah, no, sure, you should totally make a record with that. And he's on board now. But something that I have done since about 2003 is write commission songs. I write songs for people like when they have a big birthday or they get married, or most of them up until recently have like been very, love oriented or like celebratory. But I've done a lot of like people hire me to help them write a song to like say goodbye to a relationship, like they're going through a divorce or they've lost a child, and some kind of, I'm like entirely untrained as a therapist, but it's very personal, and sometimes nobody ever hears the song except the person who asked me to write the song. And some of them I have loved playing so much because they're just open enough that other people can step inside their stories too. And this was one of those. I wrote this one during COVID when everything shut down and all of us sat still and didn't know what was happening and what our lives were going to be. And everything was canceled for most people if you weren't an essential worker. And I sent an email out to my list, and I was like, if any of you have ever wanted to have a commission song, this would be a really great time because I have to figure out how I'm going to pay my bills. And I usually do maybe 3 or 4 a year, and I did 16 that year, which was so helpful financially, but also in such a dark and scary, uncertain time, it was such a huge gift to get to write a lot of, I did a couple dark numbers, but for the most part, it was a lot of love songs, and I was like, this is good for my heart to get up and like read people's beautiful stories every day. So this one I loved so much. I loved their story, and I said, if I take a couple things out, can I put this on my record? Because it felt like this perfect sort of blueprint for marriage, which is, of course, you want to love your person, but God damn it, you should really fucking like them. You should really like them. And I saw that in them. So this is for a couple named Shane and Sunshine who live just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm so grateful that I got to share this one. with other people besides just them. This is called The Cypress and the Oak. Oh, anyone could see, even before you fell in deep, shame behind her in this physics chair, his fingers woven in her chestnut hair. There was something there. Oh, the electricity. Two hearts who knew they were meant to be. Oh, the rest had to find its place, and that takes time and doubt and faith. Oh, you found your way. The cypress and the oak, the sun shines on you both. You lean out to let in the light, and that's what makes you grow. You bask in the other's glow. Your roots intertwine. Task that he can't stand, she's right there to take him off his hands. He always does the same for her. No, they've never shied away from the work. They know what it's worth. The cypress and the oak, the sun shines on you both. You lean out to let in the light, and that's what makes you grow. You bask in the other's glow. Your roots intertwine. Oh, she's a dreamer. She's always making plans. He's a wood tamer with a steady hand. All your adventures, great and small, you've grown up together through them all. The cypress and the oak, oh, the sun shines on you both. The same two hearts burning bright. You weathered every storm. You made a life that's yours. Feet on the earth, eyes on the sky. Somehow you've always known good love's like coming home. Best friends dancing through this life. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. Do you want to come sing a song with me? One of my best friends in the world is an incredible singer-songwriter. Her name is Megan Burt, and she's from Denver. She has played here before, we think, several years ago, 10-ish maybe? Is that right? Get up on there. Megan and I, are you crying? You're not dead inside when it comes to my songs by now? Yes, if you can make your songwriter friends. Thanks, friend. Meg wasn't supposed to come to this with me. And she was like, I'm free. We're going to have like a girls' night. So we've been hanging out all day. We went to the Penny Hot Springs and burned our feet off. That place is incredible. We found some lovely little rocks. And Meg and I have been friends for, I don't know, I think we've known each other 12 to 15 years maybe, just sort of through the folk scene and the festivals that we play. But when I moved to Colorado 9 years ago, we got to spend a lot more time together. Let's do the chain. I was going to do the veil, but this is a song we wrote together in my kitchen back in 2021. And I was like, I live in Colorado Springs, and I was like, just come down, we'll just eat soup and talk about our feelings like we do. And if we feel like it, maybe we'll write a song. And I wasn't really in the mood to write. Meg is incredibly prolific, and I was like, she's going to want to write a song, and she's going to write it in like 2 minutes. But neither of us seemed to really be in the mood, but then we just sort of got, so we were talking about books that we were reading, and there was a title of one of them that kind of, I was like, I think that's our chorus. Shit, now we have to write it. So we wrote a verse, I think we wrote a verse and a chorus, and then I had to go get my kids at the bus. So then we finished it over the ensuing weeks, like over text and voicemails back and forth, modern co-writing.
She's being very polite to tell you that I was reading books about mom trauma.
Mom trauma. Narcissistic moms.
We call it mom trauma.
Mom trauma.
Yeah.
I know, hashtag mom trauma. I've never heard that before. We were. And the title of the book was, Will They Ever Be Good Enough
for you?
It's devastating. I was like, that's our chorus, obviously. I feel like, put the soup aside. Let's write this fucking song. Anyway, poor Meg was like, we'll sing this at some point when we make our EP in 2029.
After my mom dies.
and then I stole it and put it on my record, and she sang that, and I'm very grateful. But, this is called The Chain. Close my eyes, I try to see you as a child. Where it leads to is a picture how I know you now. I know you must have had some softness. I don't know when you lost it. Maybe I just never came across it. Will I ever be enough for you? Are you ever gonna see me through another lens that lets all your stories go? Whose battle I fight? Is it gonna take our whole lifetime to learn what we got to lose? Will I ever be enough for you? Your broken language, benediction, this unspoken false competition. When will we ever lay our armor down? Oh, I remember my heart unguarded. I think it was when we started. I knew a way there, but I can't find it now. Will I ever be enough for you? Are you ever gonna see me through another lens that lets all your stories go? Whose battle I fight? Is it gonna take our whole lifetime to learn what we've got to lose? Will I ever be enough for you?
second guessing, stingy praise, stony blessings. What if we let go of that cold family chain? If I'll never be enough for you, if you're never gonna see me through, another less than the one you got to use, I'm gonna stop fighting. I wanna spend my whole lifetime wondering what I have to do to ever be enough for you. Enough for you. Maybe by freeing me, I can free you too.
Mom Trump. Thank you, bud. Go away and come back. We'll spread out the goodness. Isn't she so great? Mom Trump. I've never heard that term before. It's real. It's very real. I'm assuming nobody here knows my music, but if you do and you have a song you want to hear, I hope I know how it goes. Okay. Do this one. After I won a baby at a raffle, and he was born, several years later, I was at I think at an off day on tour. I was like somewhere. I was in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'd had just far too much coffee at the morning breakfast bar at the hotel, and I was feeling very revved, and I felt like writing a song would help get some of the energy out. And I was thinking back to the support group that I had gone to where I heard about the raffle. The woman who ran it eventually didn't want to run it anymore and asked if I wanted to take it over. And I was like, I mean, I'm like fully unqualified. And she was like, the only qualification is having gone through this. And it scared the bejesus out of me. But it ended up being one of my most favorite experiences. I lived in this second floor apartment in Chicago. And once a month, I would like turn the light on and like the back stairs would sort of be lit up, and all these women would find me on this website, this infertility website, and they would come up my creaky back stairs, and I would make like shitty chocolate chip cookies, and we'd sit there and like have just met, but we'd meet in this incredibly vulnerable space where there's just no BS at all, and I loved that, as you might imagine, as a songwriter. And everybody would just walk in and say where they were and what they were struggling with, and I was sitting there in that hotel remembering how it felt to be encountering people in that vulnerable space, and I missed that, and I loved it so much. And I was thinking about all the women. There were, I think, 82 women that came through the group, and I think everybody eventually had success in whichever form, through egg donation or IVF or adoption. And it had nothing to do with me. I just got lucky enough to be able to be a safe space for those people. So I wrote this song thinking about them. This is called Rise. I am, thank you. I'm about to rock it out, though. I saw the face you made when you thought I looked away. I see the way you clench your hand. Why is it so hard to say you were hurting? Won't you hand me half your burden? You think you can show me, but you can't. Hold on a little longer. Hold on a little longer. Holding on doesn't mean that you can't cry. I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. Spent a long night, but that sun, she's gonna rise again.
inside my head, with all those voices whispering lies. We're not made to be alone. Won't you let me be your home? I left on the porch light, come inside. Yeah, hold on a little longer. Hold on a little longer. Holding on doesn't mean that you can't cry. I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. It's been a long night, but that sun, she's gonna rise. Rise. Hold on, hold on. You're not alone. No. Hold on, hold on. You're not alone. Hold on a little longer. Hold on a little longer. Oh, love, we're gonna make it through the day. I know your shattered heart is stronger than when you started. It's been a long night, but that sun, oh, she's gonna rise. Rise. Oh, yeah. Hold on, hold on. You're not alone. No. Hold on, hold on. You're not alone. Ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, hold on. Thank you. You know the song that the kind of song that they play when the credits are rolling at the end of a movie? Kind of like the song should feel like you just went through some stuff and you made it through. You're a little deeply galvanized by it. Maybe a little worse for wear, but you're going to be okay, that kind of song. And I wasn't really thinking about that when I wrote this, but whenever I sing it, it feels like that's what this song is, I guess. The like coming, blinking out of the wreckage kind of moment. And just thinking about, I just turned 50 last year, and you know, a lot of friends are like losing parents, and just like the big things. A lot of big things are happening, and all the things that sort of remind you of how loss is so scary, and the fear of loss is so scary, and then also realizing that you're stronger than you think you are, and you can make it through and find new strength in yourself you didn't know you had, and how also sometimes loss can be strangely freeing. This is called You're Free. Now the storm has passed and left broken glass underneath your feet. You step into the light, everything's on fire. It's a strange relief to lose it all to the wrecking ball. It's a bad, bad dream. Oh, but inside a moving van. You just ran up to leave your keys, and now it's so long you've been holding on. Maybe now you can breathe. To lose it all to the wrecking ball, it's a bad, bad dream. Oh, but you're free. To let it go, that father stones you carried in your sleeves. Maybe now you'll get some sleep. You're free. You're free. Thank you. So I just made a new record. Came out in October with another dear friend who Meg is also friends with. Her name's Sarah Sample. She's a beautiful songwriter from Sheridan, Wyoming. I don't think she's ever played here before, but it's possible. We made a record, a lullabies record, that I put These Things song, the one with the ceiling fan, the raffle song. I put it on that record, and my son was 1.5 when we made that album, and we wanted to make a record that parents would not want to stick a fork in their eyes when their kids wanted to listen to a kid's record, you know? Is that a terrible thing to say? But it's kind of true. And we were like, we want to make the parents like weep, have like a good cathartic ugly cry, and then the kids to go to sleep. It's just a win-win for everyone. So we made that record in 2014, and our kids have grown, and 10 years out, we just made a follow-up record. So the first one's called Till the Morning, Lullabies and Songs of Comfort. It's the longest freaking title ever. And then the new one is called Lantern in the Dark, Songs of Comfort and Lullabies. So the focus is more on songs of comfort than lullabies, since we have preteens and teens. And so this is one of the songs for the new record. And we didn't write this one. This is by Kate Shore of the band Sweet Talk Radio, and then a woman named Kyler England, fantastic songwriter. Both are in LA. They're best friends, and it's a song they wrote, I think, maybe about marriage, but also parenting, or just anytime someone you love, you can tell they're struggling, and you're like trying to show up for them, and like maybe they want to be left alone, but you're also trying to let them like send the bat signal that like I'm here. And you guys, it's called I'm Here. Anyway, I love this song. It's on the new album. When the tallest trees aren't tall enough to climb away or rise above, I'm here. You know that I'm here. When you've forgotten how to sing along, when everything you knew was wrong, I'm here. I'm here. I know you've been drifting lately. You're an island and I've got no boat. You think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't. I'm here. here. No, I'm here. When the friends you had, they don't call your name. When the rocks you lean on give way, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. I know you've been drifting lately. You're an island and I got no boat. You think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't. I'm here. I'm here. Though it's a hurricane, though it's an act of God, you're stronger than that. You just forgot. You're so for one and one for always. You're there for me in life's little hallways, and I'm here. Here. I know you've been drifting lately. You're an island and I got no boat. You're an island and I got no boat. You think you have to go it alone, but you don't. You don't.
Thank you.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of the night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbirds singing in the dead of the night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird fly, fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to eyes. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Thank you. How am I doing? I couldn't find my phone before the set, so I have no idea what time. Are we doing? I didn't mean like, do you like it? Do you like it? Am I okay? I hope you like it and that you're okay. How am I doing for time, though? I have no idea. Oh, great. Okay. So I'm good for like a little until 9:30? Okay. Are you all right? I just want to give you all gold stars because Friday is fucking hard, right? Do you want to faceplant into your couch as hard as I do on a Friday night? I feel like inertia is very real on a Friday. Like if you're out and you don't go home, you might be okay. But if you get home, the pull of the Netflix and the couch and the soft pants, it's impossible to resist. So if you did resist, fucking nailing it, all of you. And even if you stayed out because you knew you couldn't resist, you're also nailing it. It's funny that I chose this job because I really love to like get in my pajamas around 3 p.m. Sometimes when I pick up my daughter from school, I walk into the front hall and I just like fling my bra like across the hall. I'm like, is it time for pajamas yet? And she's like, no, Mom. But then sometimes we do. But you know, when I do this, I can be up late. But when I'm just at home, I'm just like, get me to a couch immediately. I love getting cozy with my dogs and my tiny humans. What do I feel like playing? Oh, do you feel like singing with me? Yes? It's wicked easy, I promise. I'll teach you your part. No sweating involved. This is from my husband, Matt, who I believe right before I came on stage, he texted me all good, which means like, are you alive? Did you make it safely? And then I lost my phone. It's somewhere up there in a tangle of clothing. So he probably right now thinks I'm dead. But we're going to send this song to him all the way in Colorado Springs. This is a song I sing at a lot of weddings. Like sort of as the couple has just gotten married and as they're walking out, and I make I was about to say the audience, the congregation, the gathering of supporters sing wicked loudly as they're walking out, newly married. So let's pretend someone's married. Yeah, it's called Easy Now, and here's your part. Are you ready to learn? It's going to be amazing. You can sing in 37-part harmony if you feel like it, and do any kind of dance move you like. Here's it. This is how it goes. It's easy, so easy, easy now. It's the whole damn thing. You ready? It's easy, so easy, easy now. That was really good, but sing it 11 times louder. It's easy. Easy now. I mean, singing feels good, right? Can you feel the oxytocin just coursing through your veins? It's so good for you to sing. All right, so when it's the chorus, I will be like, it's the chorus, and you'll be like, what? And then you just a wall of sound. Are you ready? Are we in it together? Yes. It'll be a little faster. This is for Matt, who's doing bedtime without me. Yeah. I love bedtime, and sometimes it's okay to leave it behind. Sunlight in my window, landing on my pillow, making me open my sleepy eyes. You greet me with a smile on, kisses like I've been gone, pulling me closer to your side. Are you ready? It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy
Did I just hear some harmonies? Yeah, I love it. Oh, that was gorgeous. I used to get worked up over the small stuff. I would be up all night about it. So I can't help but laughing, and you know the sad thing is how I went on so long without it. Sing it, people. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now, yeah, yeah. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now. All those years believing love meant someone's leaving. All those years believing if it's not hard, it's not a real thing. Look at this weather, it's only getting better. Remember that winter when the lake froze? I'm hoping in the high tide, floating in the twilight, I can even do it with my eyes closed. It's easy, so easy, yeah. Easy now, yeah. Sing it by yourself. Hey, yeah. Easy now, yeah. For it's time. It's easy. So easy, easy now. All those years believing if it's not hard, it's not real thing. Thank you for singing. That was so great. Woo! Did so great. Does it make you nervous and sweaty to do that? It didn't seem like it did. One time I did a house concert in, I think it was Seattle, and it was a very quiet crowd, where everyone was just very buttoned up, and I was just trying to get their energy to kind of come forward, and I got to that song, and all of a sudden, I'm not kidding you, they had somehow had practiced the song. And the woman who hosted me, I guess, was in this big choir, but I didn't know all the people in the group basically were from her choir. And it was my ears, my eyebrows blew up. I was like, what is happening right now? And they were like, we were trying to make you believe we were very shy. And then it was 4-part harmony on that song. It was the coolest thing ever. I almost peed my pants. It's terrifying. It was a very small, very resonant room. It was awesome. It was very cool. They were I think they were just so nervous, and then they loosened up once they had their part done. It was pretty funny. Meg, will you come back up and sing with me again? So back in 2022, I put a solo record out called The Veil, and Meg and I put our Mom Trom song was on that record, but the first song, the title track, The Veil, I wrote in January of 2020. And it was about a week after my kids and we were driving downtown Colorado Springs. We were just going to the Y. It was a couple of days after Christmas. And someone ran a red light and flipped our car upside down. my daughter was 4 and my son was 7. It was so scary. And the kids were like pulled from the car, and I was upside down in the driver's seat, and I was like, someone coming to get me. But you know, in time, you have no idea what's happening when you have a trauma like that. It was probably 10 seconds, but it felt like minutes that I was in there. And all I kept thinking, just in that 10-second period, was like, I have been driving around this country by myself since 1999, 2000, across Minnesota, across Texas, across Arizona, just like sort of prepped as a woman traveling alone, like shit can go wrong. And my shoulders were down that morning. I was just like with my kids in my car in this little bubble of safety. I was like drinking a smoothie. We were singing an Imagine Dragons song on the radio, and suddenly we were flying through the air. And I was like, of all the places, I would not want this to happen. Like, I don't want my kids to know shit like this can happen to them. And like, we all think we have this little shroud of safety around us, right? And I was just like grasping to try to pull it back around. Well, I wanted it around me too, but mostly I wanted it around them. And I was struggling with that. And I wrote this song, and then it kind of just sort of meanders out from there. This is The Veil. Thought that we could catch the moon in the window of the way back. Diamond stars on velvet blue in the window of the way back. Daddy carried me to bed, my arms heavy round his neck. If I was not sleeping, I'd pretend. Or the sweetness of your breath, just like when you were a baby. Full surrender on my chest, I've been noticing lately. Every day you need me less, and I know that's for the best. Yeah, I know that's for the best. And we cannot go back. Now the veil is lifted. We cannot go back now. I've been traveling all this time, like I had a force field around me. Then for a moment we were flying, and the floor became the ceiling. A storm of glass and crushing steel. No, it did not seem real. My hands still clinging to the wheel. We cannot go back. Now the veil is lifted. We cannot go back now. We cannot go back. No matter how we wish it, we cannot go back now. In the window of the way back. I'm weaving through the crowd. I wonder, are they with me or against me? But we won't say these words out loud. We'll just scream it on a small screen. I've never seen such a great divide, so high and so wide. But it's been here all this time. We cannot go back. Now the veil is lifted. We cannot go back now. We cannot go
I'm scared that we can't fix it. We cannot go back. We thought that we could catch the moon in the window of the way back. Thank you. Thanks, bud. Can you think of any? Can you do Lonely? Oh, let's do that. Okay. I don't know. Did anybody by any chance happen to hear us on the radio earlier today? No. Okay. Well, I mean, I was going to say that's good. I don't know if that's good. I'm just glad that you're here no matter what. But we went over to KDNK. Did I get that right? I switch letters sometimes in my brain. And we did a little in studio around 1:30 today. It was really fun. And this is a fairly old song. I wrote this like in 2006 or something. And it was loosely inspired by maybe my love life around 19 years old, which is always questionable. It's just a dark time. It's the time in your life. I feel like if there was any visual that to me looks like 19 is when you open your fridge and there's like 2 soy sauce packages in your fridge, and that's all. And some milk that's so old that you're like, I'll just wait, it'll come back around. That's 19, right? And that's what I was sort of hearkening back to this waitressing job I had in New York City when I was 19, the summer between my sophomore and junior years in college. And it was just like, it was an all-night Middle Eastern restaurant in the West Village of New York. And it was the people watching was amazing. And however badly I felt about my own love life, I was like, it's going better for me than maybe some of the situations that are in here tonight. And I thought about it years later and wrote about it. This is called Lonely. I get so brave when I'm drunk. I can be anything you want me to be. We made love only once, just enough to make it come undone. Aren't you lonely? Yeah, yeah, aren't you lonely when all the bars close down? Try not to notice. His favorite t-shirt is still in my bed, tangled up with all the words that he said. Aren't you lonely? Yeah, yeah, aren't you? Lonely save me.
Yeah, girl, thank you. Only if you want to. Think about it. Okay. I'm just going to do a couple more for you. Thank you so much. Isn't it? She just so amazing. It's so fun to have you with me. Meg and I have toured together, and we have so much fun. It's really how we our tour of California was the great solidifier of our already dear friendship, and it just lights me up that you're here with me. I hope you guys will sign on my email list. Social media is great, but we do this, and then you move on to the next thing. But if you are on my email list, I don't know if you do email. I sure do. And I can tell you when I'm coming back near you. I tour all over. I'm doing a California tour in the beginning of June, Northern California, and then East Coast in the fall. And I'm playing in Longmont, if you know folks in the Longmont area, with Sarah, who I made the duo record. We have a show, this beautiful new venue there called Butterscotch Studios, and then we're playing an incredible house concert in Colorado Springs, and they're both at the end of June. So if you sign up on the list and then you have friends in the places I'm playing and you forward it to them, it would be the greatest gift. That's the only reason I still do this 25 years later. Seriously, people sharing shows or hosting house concerts in their backyard. GrassRoots is the way that we do it. As you know, yes, exactly. As you know, streaming, the advent of streaming, while very convenient, and I totally use it too, does not pay artists like us any money. And it still costs us $30,000 to $50,000 to put out a record, and we make like pennies on the album itself, which is why we tour, which is why we have 77 different kinds of t-shirts, because it's the only way we can do this job. So I hope you will consider, if you don't have a CD player, that's totally great. But if your great Aunt Myrtle does, I can write a love note to Myrtle in her CD and we can get her a present. But I have a bunch of different t-shirts. I have these beautiful lantern art prints. They're like lino cut, individual beautiful art prints from the new record, individually signed. And I have one, if you are record player people, I have vinyl of The Veil. But more than anything, I hope you will sign on my mailing list, because that is the lifeblood of what I do. And then I have a whole bunch of different albums over there. I'm going to sing this little song in honor of my mom, Peggy Chase, passed away very suddenly at the end of 2023. And she lived in Colorado Springs. She moved from Ojai, California, where she was from, to be near us and to, I mean, maybe be near me, but like really near my kids. Let's be real. And she's the kind of mom who, wanted to go to every soccer practice and come to all the school presentations and events. And not every parent is like that. And I felt so lucky that she cared. She was that way with me, and then she was like that tenfold with my kids. And oh God, what's happening out there? And I think I had this conscious thought when she moved to be near us. I was like, this is going to be amazing, because she's going to be woven into our lives in like a very profound way. And that means that when she dies, it's going to be that much more painful. But I wouldn't change it, because my kids got to know her so well. Jamie was her Grammy name. My mother lived in an apartment like 3 blocks from us. There was like no hard surfaces in her apartment. My mother loved like linens and like chintz. Do you love the word chintz? Just flannel, like every layer that just was cozy. It was like the apartment was this perfect representation of who she was. Megan knew my mom. She just had flowy, long skirts that would get caught in her car door, and they would just flutter as she would drive away. She would leave my house. Like every afternoon, she would leave. Matt, my husband, and I would count down. We'd be like, how long till she's back? Because she forgot her keys or her phone or her glasses, and she'd be peeing her pants laughing like, I don't know how I ever leave this house. She just was like hilarious and drove me crazy, and I drove her crazy, and I was so friggin' lucky to have a mom like her. And I wanted to write a song about all the ways that she was so comforting to me at all these different stages of my life. And in this song, it's when I'm maybe 2, and then when I'm probably 15, And then after she was gone, I couldn't believe I could still feel comfort from her. So this is for my mom, Peggy, who really wanted to just be called her grandmother name, Jammy. This is for Jammy. In our old dining room by candlelight, friends gathered on a frigid night, and we're all safe and warm inside. You're holding me, my head's so heavy on your heart. There's nothing scary in the dark, so close you can't tell us apart. I'm in and out of dreams, half asleep. I can feel you breathe. All the ways you comfort me, all the ways you comfort me. Those nights when it was all too much, you knew just how to fix me up. I'd sink down deep in your clawfoot tub. You'd bring me tea, cool, clean sheets, and broken sleep. All the ways you comfort me, all the ways you comfort me. Your mother never knew quite how, barely spoke the words out loud, but somehow you knew how to love, somehow you knew how to love me. Your voice, the first I ever heard. I think of every time your words walked me through those hills of hurt, till I could see now your portrait in our living room sees everything you say and do. Your eyes say you forgive me, you forgive me. All the ways you comfort me. Thank you. It's for my mom. I'm going to see if I can make Meg come up and sing with me on a song I've never had her sing on before. But she's friggin' Megan Burt. It's just going to be great. You can sing like in unison with me. Thank you for coming here. I have been touring so long that it's rare that I go to places I've never been. I'm usually going back to places I've been. And it's always really scary when you go someplace new. So thank you for being the goddamn net to catch me here. And thank you. This has been so fun. Steve, Ralph, this is great. Thank you, thank you. This is just a song about figuring out what lights you up and just doing it even when people think you're crazy. And I wrote this while tapping on a steering wheel driving across West Texas. And I wasn't actually playing guitar, but you could because there's nobody on I-10 sometimes late at night. Hey, if you ever look for me, I'm the one who's always leading. Hey.
into your coldest night. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it takes a few highway miles to get this old car running. I'm thinking how my body ain't all that different. Songs spill out of the radio. I need them to just cover me. I need them to remind me why I'm not alone out here. I'm at home out here. It's just to see your sweet face smiling. I don't think I have ever been held so tight. I'm making you a promise, and it's wider than this country. I'm giving you a kiss to remember me by. I'm not alone out here. I'm at home.
Megan Bird.
Edie Carey.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Steve. Please come say hello. I'd love to meet you.